Adam Friedman, Rivals.com here at the Washington D.C. Rivals three-stripe camp presented by Adidas with five-star wide receiver Rakim Jarrett. He's got a lot of schools coming after him, but there are a few that you think are doing a better job recruiting you, right?
Yes, sir.
Which ones are those right now?
Tennessee, LSU, Clemson, Ohio State.
Okay, cool. So a list of heavy hitters there. You mentioned Tennessee. We'll start with Tennessee right now. What is it about the Vols that you're liking so much out of this new coaching staff and everything that's going on there?
Coach T. Martin, he's probably one of the most down-to-earth guys that's recruited me so far. That's one major thing. His development he has for his players back at SC. And they have 4 senior receivers leaving, so that's a big plus also.
I know you're paying attention to what quarterbacks end up at certain schools. Harrison Bailey is their quarterback commit right now. What's the conversation like with him?
Harrison, he probably texts me every day about Tennessee. So, I mean, he's a real cool guy. We played each other last year, and he talked about me coming to school with him. So, he's a real cool guy.
Okay. Now, Ohio State is a school you also mentioned, and they've been involved in your recruitment almost from day one. Everything that's going on there with the coaching change, Brian Hartline taking over as the wide receivers coach. I know you guys have a close relationship, right?
Yes, we do. It kind of fell off recently, but I think it will gain back up as I start taking my officials. But it was just like a new spark of interest I had for Ohio State because I really wasn't interested in them a lot, but like now it's back there really.
Mm-hmm. Their quarterback commit, Jack Miller, is a guy I know that you paid a lot of attention to over the recruiting process. What have you seen out of him, and what do you think of just your relationship with him?
For his first few games last year, I knew he was having a good season. He had like a big overtime win. I haven't really watched much because he got hurt, unfortunately, so I don't really know much.
Okay, fair enough. And Coach Day taking over as head coach, what does that do for you in Ohio State?
When he first got the job, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of skeptical because it's a big difference from Urban talking to you to Coach Ryan Day. But I think he's a cool guy, too. I don't talk to him much now, but I think we'll catch up soon.
Okay. And you mentioned Clemson as well. They've got, they don't have a quarterback commit yet, but DJ Wagalele from the West Coast, #1 player in the 2020 class, is very interested in them. I believe they're his leader. Oregon is in the mix for him as well. What is it about Clemson that has you so interested in those guys at this point?
Their receiver core, I think every year is deadly, really, and you have a chance to go play at the highest level, possibly in the national championship every year. So that's a major plus, too, and just their resume of receivers they have.
Mm-hmm. Who do you talk to most down there?
Clemson?
Yeah.
As far as coaches?
Coaches, players, anybody?
I talked to Amari Rogers, Coach Jeff Scott. Those about the only two. And then Trey, who's committed.
Gotcha. And anything specific they're telling you about how much they need you, want you, what your role would be there, that sort of thing?
They kind of tell me just like the atmosphere and how they love it down there, really. They don't really try to recruit me as much, but they do. So.
Okay. Have you talked to some uncommitted players that are thinking about Clemson, about ending up there as a package deal, anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody you want to mention?
Nah, I can't.
Okay. All right. You also mentioned LSU. That's a school that is making big inroads in the DMV right now. They've got a commitment out of Damon Clowney, the defensive end from St. Francis in Baltimore. I know you've taken a strong look at those guys. They have a long line of good receivers there. What is it about the Tigers in Baton Rouge that you really like?
SEC, that's one of the biggest things. I think, to me, they like to have fun, and that's what I'm all about. And they let their players play freely, which a lot of schools don't do. You see them like cooped up. But I like that about LSU, and especially given the type of player I am.
Mm-hmm. Talking with the coaches there, do they see you fitting into any certain role, or are they going to just use you as much as they possibly can if you end up there?
The role kind of Jamar Chase is playing right now because he'll be a junior when I'm there, so I probably. Nah, I don't know. Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah. All right. Any visits coming up? Unofficial visits. We'll start there.
Unofficial, I'm not sure. I know I'm taking official to LSU in about 2 weeks on the 26th to 28th, I believe. Okay. Tennessee will be after that, and I haven't set up anymore.
Okay, so LSU and Tennessee going to get official visits. One of the biggest things in your recruitment is where Mom has visited. What schools has she visited so far? Where is she going to go with you?
She'll go on all my officials. I don't really like to take her on officials because I don't know if I'm going to like the school. So I don't want to waste her time. And so she'll go to LSU and Tennessee for sure. Okay.
Where has she been so far?
Just Maryland.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
All right. So she's got some homework to do then, right? Yeah. All right. Very good. 5-star wide receiver Rakim Jarrett. No decision coming anytime soon, right?
I'm not sure. It could be. Okay. I have to go on the visits and see.
Okay. So we'll find out more about that as the recruiting process rolls on. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.